the experiential moment. My name is Dianne Ojar, and I have with me my amazing co-host. Yes, everybody's amazing. Alan, look, and Alan, I want to say thank you so much. We have so much fun doing this together, and I
Thank you,
wouldn't
Diane.
think of anybody else to do it with, to tell you the truth. And you are a prime example of what this whole show is about. So let me just quickly introduce, you do introduce yourself and I'll talk about me after. So please do introduce yourself to our lovely audience. And please, audience, catch us on the replay. Definitely so.
Awesome. Thank you, Diane. Well, it's always a pleasure and honor to be on a show and talking to everybody watching live and the recording. So, my name is Alan. I am the alignment coach, and we help entrepreneurs, spiritual healers, entrepreneurs, enlightened entrepreneur, which we like to call it, to really step into their power. Oftentimes we know that they have amazing skill sets, right? A lot of healing modalities. They want to really serve and help people. But one setback is they don't know how to market themselves, tell their story, and then attract the right client so they can help. And we're here to give you a strategy, but not only that, to give you that mindset, that belief that you can do it. And we have done that already with multiple enlightened entrepreneurs, and they have proven themselves that they also can, in fact, be successful in their own rights. And we're their cheerleaders. We're cheering for them, and we believe in them. And now they believe in themselves. So we're very
Absolutely.
proud of them.
Absolutely. But let's talk about you for a moment. Tell us a bit about you because you're in that masculine space and like more and more you're doing a project for one of the centers. So tell us a little bit about who is Alan.
Yes, yes, yes. So I definitely gone a long way in terms of my spiritual journey. 10 months ago, I was going through like a breakup, and at that point, I was a little bit lost in life, right? Going through a lot of emotional imbalance and really questioning myself, questioning my identity, questioning about am I good enough? Even a lot of self doubt, self love, and a lot of issues starts to marinate and again, really hinder in terms of my identity. So through the journey of spiritual development, personal development, and working with you, Deanne, on multiple projects, and at the same time helping a lot of people in this space, it allows me to find a voice, allows me to get clear as to my purpose. And through this process of transformation, I begin to, find my own self, speaking the truth, speaking my authenticity, and really showing, what my passion is, right? Obviously, yeah, all of us, the purpose of life is to serve, according to Master Shah, and is so right that as we serve and as we help more people, in a way it helps ourselves. So by me sharing my story, what I've gone through, the hero story, where I was, the roadblock I've encountered and my transformation, and now I'm able to share my story and inspire others. I mean, that in itself really helped me to heal. As I'm speaking and sharing more and more, um, I'm not afraid anymore. It's just like, just sharing, because it's really coming from the heart, right? Sharing from the heart, and maybe one word or one sentence or one statement, it inspires others, and I think that is worth it.
Absolutely. And you are now, the alignment coach because you help us put things in perspective, especially in the systems, and align people with what they need to do with their business. And that's one part of the business model that we're working on, and we're working with other clients and so forth. So thank you for that. For those who
Yes.
may or may not know me, my name is Dianne Ojar, the experiential coach, because we take this to a whole new level. There's a breakthrough, an experiential breakthrough, and for you to experience that experience which Alan has gone through. Although Alan works with me, he's a student. I'm a student, but Alan has been a student, have been through the process as well. Where we're taking you, he's done the elephant in the room, he's done other therapy modalities, he's done so many things. And we are here to work with you if you choose to, but to share with you the knowledge and have this experience that you have there. One of the things we want to talk about today is this. This is a new project. I'm very excited because it's all male oriented, except for me. So, and it's called the Men Empowerment Network. And how this came about, Alan, if you may share with us how this really came about and why we're doing this, and with another few young men who will be part of this, running it and introducing it. Tell us why the Men Empowerment Network.
Yeah, so like obviously coming from myself and a few others, all about being able to find a space where men supporting men, and really not being afraid to share our stories. As we know now, the more you share, the more you heal. And through your connection and and your experience, with the International Men's Day, and your connection with various stakeholders, it just seems to align, right? And it's definitely a very empowering project, because it really truly helps men find a voice, which a voice that has been lost. A lot of them are hidden, hindered, suppressed, repressed, and it's just not there. So definitely is an opportunity for men to really truly believe that it's a safe space, and they can truly share and heal themselves, and through the process they can heal others as well. So that's really the main purpose of that project.
But thank you for sharing that, because when I thought about it, I know we've been talking to a lot of men, and men are very quiet. We've been on some of the other shows talking about their story. And when you hear some of their story, even including yourself, you're a bit more comfortable. But at that point in time, you didn't have somewhere to share your story and to be a safe space. Women are different. We're celebrated, we're recognized, and sometimes it could be a little bit overwhelming as a woman to this is just my perspective, but we didn't have anything for men. And I know there's a lot of men projects out there, don't get me wrong, a lot of platforms, but I wanted to tap into this one because I hear it. I love men. I love when I speak to them because they just open up and they have so much to share, and they're hurting and they go for therapy. And I'm not dismissing anybody's therapy or modalities, but the point is they want somewhere to share. And there is, like I said, there are different programs and organizations out there, but this is a space for them to share. So we came up with the Men Empowerment Network because I was speaking to a friend who's been on the show as well, on a different show, and I was telling him about it, and he loves the idea because there's a lot of men hurting in different areas and different communities per se. One of them in particular, I'm going to say, is with the gender preference. I rather to call it gender preference, and him being part of that. So yeah, there's a lot of them because I know him and he's going to be one of our team members. I know him from a space for when he was very, very young, and I know it's not been easy working in a space.
Hmm.
And there's some of the nicest people, but yes, they didn't have a voice. They're strong men, but they still have a lot of hidden emotions,
Hmm.
some secrets, but emotions. And I really wanted with you guys to have a space where they can openly and be free to talk and uplift them and support them. We're not here to sell them anything. We just wanted to be in a space. If they choose and say, I need help, that's where I know we can figure out and find it's resourcefulness. And for those who are catching on right now, joining us, we're talking about the Men Empowerment Network that will be our Facebook private group. That if you are a man or someone that you know, or boys and men who need to be heard, I want to be in a space where they can be heard, not judged, and to be part of something and to grow with us. Definitely, it's all men oriented. I'm the only woman in there, and I'll be honest. Um, because sometimes they may need to talk to somebody who is not a guy, and they open up. But saying that, I really feel that it need to be done, because you're still hearing. Because if they had access to resources, then everybody would have been fine, or maybe I don't know. But what I do know is that this. just I just got this guidance to just create this to have a space for men. So we call it Men Empowerment Network, where they can
Which
talk.
stands for men, MEN.
MEN. That was Alan, yes. Alan came up with MEN, which happened to be Men Empowerment Network. There's quite a few networks, so make sure you get out the right one. So it's menempowermentnetwork.ca. What can they expect from this going forward? A little bit deeper. Let's go a little bit deeper. I know we're still putting this together. Anything goes. So, what can they expect from this group? As a man yourself, what are you looking for, Alan? Let me ask you this question. What are you looking for this group? Because you're going to also be part of the, communicating with them. You're behind the scenes, but you're also going to be involved. You're also going to be working with them, but you need healing as well. You need sharing. You need help. You need guidance. So, what are you looking for to this group?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So definitely for me is like I believe that there should be a space, right, for the men to really be able to share. Um, I'm sure many have gone through some experience. Doesn't have to be traumatic experience, but there could be experience that they would love to be able to share, and that they're in a safe space, and at the same time, by them sharing, then they'll be able to let go of some of that emotional imbalance, right? So definitely is a space to share, and at the same time, it could also be a way to motivate each other, right? As that community starts to build, and then um, as one learns from another, then this process will allow them to understand that yes, there is a way to heal, right? And we can also introduce um, other methods, because we are in the healing space. There are certain healing practices or modalities that we could also do, with stories, with practices that can help them, right? At the end of the day, is really not only are they coming in to learn from others they can share, but at the same time there are some practical tips, strategies that they can use, they can take away to help them in their life.
Thank you for that because we have Nivavita joining us. A comment here said, "Hello, Dianne and Alan. Great idea. Congratulations." I want to thank Nivavita because I reached out to Nivavita and said, "Can you do a yoga?" She's really good at yoga. She's a yoga teacher, among other things. She's amazing her modalities. To
Absolutely.
reach out and do a video for men specifically in yoga, how to help them de-stress, how to help them, maybe it's a simple 5-10 minute routine, and she's agreed to do so for us. And we're getting resources, those type of things we want to put in there. But wanted to thank you again, Vita, for that. And one of the
Yeah.
things, it's like you all can create a brotherhood. You would probably meet some amazing people, some friendships, and the support. You don't know where it's going to go, and the fact that you can help someone motivate them, and they wake up in the morning and say, that's the best sleep I've had, or that better sleep, because they release. We will also be launching another show that you and Anil and Johnny will be the ones hosting it. And those who want to be public to share the story can share the story. Those who want to be private, we can do it privately, but we don't have to release it because we want everybody to get a platform. It's think of it like the AAs and so forth, where you can share. That's what the platform is about. People wanted to create a video within the group. It's a private space group, and they want to share their successes, their pitfalls, their not so good days. This is what this is for. This is why we're creating this. Um, I know you've come a long way. I've come a long way. And
Hmm.
the fact is that I know we always have more to go. And I
Yeah.
know you're looking for other people who aligns with you. You're into
Absolutely.
relationship and divorce, and how you can help some of them in regards to divorce or relationship, or how to cope with it. I know one of the things about you is that you were very calm through this whole process, And that's what it is. And being calm to the process has done a lot for you. So how do we get them to be calm? How we get them to somebody? It could be like a SOS. Say, you have a sponsor. The sky's the limit. What we can do with this group, and say maybe I would be create accountable partners and so forth, things like that. Alan, you're paying with the mic. Accountable partners. So this is what we're going to do. My lovely husband has agreed to be the demo. Awesome. So
Wow.
Colin would be the demo to show for the yoga. I'm assuming it's a yoga. So that is great that he would be that. So thank you for that idea. So it's not never beaten. You could see him doing that. And we have people coming from different backgrounds, different levels, executives, people going through the trying times, um, just regular people like yourself and myself. Everyone is welcome
Mm-hmm.
in this group. This is just my vision. What is your vision for the group going forward? Where do you see that, and he has never done it before. Good for you, Colin. I'm proud of you. So, what do you hope to get out of this? What do you hope to see where this could turn into something that's small? But again, this is global because it's on Facebook. And the way you can get us to Facebook is you don't have to worry about the Facebook. You can just go to, www.menempowermentnetwork.ca and it should take you straight there. So we're in the
Absolutely.
process of launching, but you go and click on it and tell us why you want to be there as well.
Yeah, I think it's really a community base. Like I think that's the biggest, the biggest motivation is to build a community, right? Of and then men supporting men, and then we have amazing people like Navavita coming on and then really doing yoga, doing meditation. It's all about de-stressing. It's all about because all of us need to de-stress, right? And what better way is to actually learn from professionals, like Navafita and others to give us some. That's why I says practical tools, right? Not just theories, right? It's great for us to network and mastermind and become friends. I mean, that's all great healing, but at the same time is what are some other ways, like meditation, like some yoga or some practices that we can take and use on our own time, right?
Mhm.
And we can even share with others, right? Hey, you can actually do this breathing exercise, and that will allow you to become less stress free, right? As you're or this is life, right? As things come into our life and you're at that stage, or or somebody's going through a certain experience, then maybe they, oh, you know what, I've learned this exercise from this men's group, and therefore I'm going to apply it, oh, right, and then I feel a little bit less stressed now, right? So I think just tips like that, right, little things, it adds up, right? And as men begin to learn the skills, empower themselves, right, these are practical tools that they can take for life. So I'm very happy and excited about, and like you said, there are many possibilities, many possibilities of what could come out of it.
And here's the thing: this is not only about spirituality. We're talking about business. If they don't know how to, that's one side of it, the personal. But again, your personal life, leads you to your business or dictates your business. It's not the opposite way. So if somebody in business or somebody is going through a divorce, and they need to get a shoulder to lean on, because that's it. Lean on me when you're not strong. And the point is they may only be looking for legal advice, and we can connect them with somebody legal in their
Hmm.
area, or recommend certain things based on the experiences that you guys have or been going through, and say, this is what I did. And this one say, no, this is what I did. And how you say, okay, that's fine. And it's really about them, and to have a place where, again, like I said, it's resourcefulness in many many areas they're looking for in life. So I would say, for those men and boys, 18 and up, please, because again, for legal reasons and compliance and so forth, we want to make sure that, reach out and come in and let us support you. And by the way, one of our team members, his name is Jonathan or Johnny, and he's called the Love Guru. The Love Guru, and he talks about that. And of course, we have Anil, who has been in was in the he's open. He's been very open for a long time, and he talks about that experience openly with his brother, very
Hmm.
openly as well. So people who are in that space don't know how to deal with it, and we talk about family issues and family
Yeah.
values and how you could communicate in family. And we have people, because we have a lot of people who might be not don't know how to speak to their families, and in terms of their gender preference, in terms of their job decision, in terms of their marriage, and in terms of many things. So this is what we're saying. It is a resource for everyone. It's a space for people to actually open up, feel free, that nobody is judging you.
Hmm.
Nobody is there to pretty much force you to do anything. How
Yeah.
you share and what you're looking for, and if it's just to make you sleep better, the accountable partners. If we need to stay up with you, we'll stay up with you. The There's 6 areas in terms for the theme this year for the International Men's Day. It's all on there. This is not was not created because of International Men's Day. It was actually created, and then I thought about International Men's Day
When
after.
is International Men Day, by the way?
International Men's Day is November 19th,
Okay.
and it's November 19th. And we have in almost 91 countries. Canada happens to be the 82nd country in 2017 that was inaugurated there, and
Mm.
as well. So what it is that we're hoping that the men have a voice. We're looking to do summits. We're looking to do conferences. We're looking to, and everything is going to be put on by the men
Well.
who wants to do it publicly, share the information, or bring another people on board who specialize in that. All male dominated, except for me. I have to say that I'm just in the background. But the
Mm.
fact is, this is what we're looking for, to give them a space where they can be themselves and not be overshadowed by anyone else. Come back to the International Women. There's so many women, and even custody or legal family cases, it's all about the women. And sometimes the women innocent, and sometimes the men are innocent as well. So this is why we're doing this. This is why it's been presented, to have a space, because it just needs to be done. Like when you were going through this process with your separation and so forth, I don't believe you spoke to anyone because you had a challenging situation, and when I met you, you were scared.
Yeah, well, actually, to be honest, actually did speak to like a psychotherapist, but then figured out like I'm actually leading that person. Like I actually didn't even like it wasn't really beneficial to me at all. Rather it wasn't the right person or whatever it was. But it did give me that inspiration to find like I know there's something out there that was waiting, and it was through that spiritual journey, at least for me, to that I know that I embarked on to help me
Yes.
along the way.
And that, you're correct. We're not saying we're not saying to follow us. That's not what that is. Yes, you go through different. Listen, everything you do is a stepping stone towards the next, call, the reach out hand, the next part of your journey, and it just opens and opens. So nothing is by chance. Everything is exactly where it's supposed to be and when it's supposed to be. But the point is, you you need a shoulder to cry on, um, who can help you, and it's for us to help you get through, for you all to help them get through the process, whatever that means. Get through the process, saying, okay, this is what you need to do. We talk about divorce and separation because this is what it is you're talking about. But it could be abuse, could be sexual abuse, and believe it or not, a lot of men are in very domestic violent lifestyles and situation. So
Yep,
don't sit there and believe that women are the victims only. Men are the
absolutely.
victims. And
Hmm.
if they only raise their hand, there's a problem. because
Mm,
again, it's one word against the other, and unfortunately, the system is not a fair system.
exactly. Yeah.
So you have to stop and think. A woman can do something and blame because it's her word against his word, and
Mm,
guess what? The favor is in her most 99% of the time. So unless it's proof. So I always say stop and think before you take action, because it can come back. And this is where this resource group comes in and say, I'm at my wit's end. I just want to blow up, and I can't take it anymore. I'm scared. I have kids. What can happen? Child protective services. What should I do? And everybody gives it their opinion on that. And then we need to pull them aside and say, okay, tell me what's wrong. How can we help you? What you need to do, and we can do that. So it is a resource and a safe space for men, and I encourage men. And by the way, I'm not against women. Okay,
mm,
it's we always say, if you want to be have a better spouse, male spouse, you have to become a better wife. So
mm-hmm.
you doing this and encouraging your spouse or your son or your father or brother to reach out to this group, you're doing them a favor so they can be a
Yeah.
better person in your life. So we never forget the men and the girls. I mean, the women and the
Mm,
girls.
mm-hmm.
Women and girls, it's your responsibility to say, here, like Nivavita is saying, Colin, can you do this? And reaching out and opening up that space. That is why we always encourage a woman. The women are more sociable. So they would say, you know what, this is a group that might benefit you. It's a
Yeah.
resourceful group. You
Mm-hmm.
want a shoulder to cry on, you need some advice where you can not be judged, like I said, in a safe space with the men supporting the men. Yes, men can act, and don't get me wrong, men can say crazy things, okay? And yes, we have to filter with that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if somebody is really at a point, and the suicidal rate in men is very high,
Mm,
very, very high. So we want to protect that. We love our
exactly.
brothers, we love our fathers, we love our uncles, we love our
Mm,
spouses,
yeah.
our husband, but there are times when it's very trying for them, and you want to make sure that they live in the best life they can. It's a work in progress. So this is why we're having this. Did you want to just leave your a message for everyone? And you all will be doing some videos and welcome videos and everything in the group to make everybody feel so comfortable, and I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, no, like what you said definitely is like very like heart opening, or even like mind opening as well. Is like what you said about, I'm not sure about the statistics, but yes, many men are, they don't voice their opinion, they hide their emotion, and this build up of emotion over time that could lead to depression, anxiety, and to a point suicidal. Like, I'm sure that is a very big, serious problem out there, and there is an underrepresentation, um, for the voice for men, and they don't know where to go, and even they don't know, or even scared to go to their families or even friends, right? Because as a man, you're expected to like, oh, toughen up, and you don't go to your friends and say, hey, I'm going through this situation, because they will look down upon you or whatever. That's that mental blockages, right? Yeah, like I can definitely understand, like that's and actually, um definitely a big issue right now out there for men, and they don't have that community to support.
Well, thank you for that. And I want to say too, just remember it's all cultural as well. It's a
Mm-hmm.
culture. You come from a culture, I come from a culture. I know it's the same thing. And the cultures is also based because they judge you and you're supposed to listen and you're supposed to be the breadwinner and so forth. There's a lot of pressure on you, men,
Yeah.
on women too, but women's a little bit different. And a lot of men are becoming single parents.
Mm,
Even if they're in a relationship and a marriage, they still sometimes are like a single parent because everybody is busy. So whenever you're, in that situation, you have to think about as a parent, when you're that given point in time, you may have, you have a partner There's when you have children, but when you with that child, you have to be so cautious as well. And you're a parent, and things to that effect. You want the best for your children, and the best you can be for your children is to be the best for yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So on that note, I want to say, Alan, thank you so much. We're just going to leave it at there. Be the
Mm.
best for
Be the best.
yourself, and then you could be the best for anybody else. But take care of yourself first. I hope you join us. There's going to be a lot of different marketing we will be doing on this. Some very heavy marketing because we believe that this can work. It can be done, and we have to start with one other person at a time. And again, who knows if we can help one person get through the process or get through whatever it is they're going through, then we've done what we're supposed to do. But we want to do it in the masses. We want to do it at the experiential level. And if you need to get a hold of us, definitely, here is our contact information. If you'd like to get a hold of myself or Alan to find out more, definitely please do contact us because we want to help you. Tell your brothers, tell your uncles, tell your fathers. It doesn't matter the age group, minimum 18. Again, like I said, for legal reasons and so forth. But help us help you. And if you can't reach out and say, I need help, we know you need help. And we're telling you that you need help. We all need help.
Yeah.
But you have to recognize that you need the help
Mm.
and do that for you.
Exactly.
And you don't have to say, I need help. The simple mere gesture, or put your hand up, or just come in and say, I don't know what to do. That means help.
Hmm.
I don't know. Is there someone just say the word and we'll be there.
Yep.
Alan and the team will be there. So thank you so much for listening to us. I know
Thank
this
you.
is a little bit deep in the conversation. You're welcome, Alan. Thank you. And for everyone who's joining us and on the replay, please do share this with everyone. And again, this is the link for www.menempowermentnetwork.ca. Just click on that link. There, it will take you to the right one. .ca. Remember that there's quite a few. However, we're here. We love you, men. We appreciate what you do. We do. We really honor you. But we know sometimes it's a little tough because you were told to be tough. And we're
Yeah.
saying, no, tough is not always the best. Sometimes you have to show the softer side of you, the subtle side, because it's okay to cry. It's okay to
Mm.
be on somebody else's shoulders. And we have the shoulders here. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. Alan and I appreciate the team, Anil, Johnny, Alan, and myself. And there's going to be more. Really appreciate you. And from us to you, we want to say thank you so much. And let's come in and tell us how we can help you. Okay, until next time on the
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
you're welcome. Until next time, the experiential moment. This is Dianne and Alan saying thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.